I absolutely love Days of Play, and I'm so happy that Sony is continuing to bring that back year after year after year. It reminds me a lot of the old Xbox 360 days. Do you remember the summer of arcade where we had the Xbox Live Arcade where they would release some games, there was some giveaways, they put like $5 in your account, they'd give you some free little arcade game to check out. It was just a fun time, and it was just celebrating gaming. And I feel like looking at what's been going on lately in gaming, we're doing the opposite of celebrating. We're just dumping on things. I mean, like, we're not happy that we got an amazing game in Doom: The Dark Ages. No, we're critiquing how many people bought it versus how many people are playing it on Game Pass. And it's weird. So I'm so happy that Sony's doing something that, I don't know, maybe brings fans together. Although I'm sure there's going to be their detractors who come out and say, oh, I can't believe, they didn't release this on sale or this game sucks. I don't know. But for me, I'm happy about it. So today on the PlayStation blog, celebrate Days of Play 2025 starting on May 28th, which is tomorrow. And for many of you who aren't watching this video when I publish it, today is tomorrow. So you're going to get to enjoy this. But I want to highlight this because I think it's something that's worth mentioning, that, Sony is really bringing out a lot of sales. And I think it would be in your best interest to look into them because you might find something you like. So Days of Play begins on May 28th at 12:01 a.m. through June 11th at 11:59 p.m. local time. So actually for me, it's going to go live in like 3 hours and 30 minutes. I'll be asleep probably, unless I'm playing Hearthstone with Chris until like 1 in the morning. But I don't know, we'll see. But be sure to visit the Days of Play website for details that we'll share. Well, as a quick aside, the left hand did not talk to the right hand. Here is the Days of Play website. It says Days of Play is now over. This is obviously the Days of Play 2024 website. So they haven't, left hand, right hand hasn't talked to each other yet. But I am sure that at midnight that site will go live. If it warrants anything worth discovery, I may do a video later on because they do add sales as time goes on. So what you're seeing that drops on May 28th, there may be additional titles or merchandise that becomes available as the sale goes on for about 2 weeks. So, of course, they're going to start off with the PlayStation Plus monthly games. I think this is a pretty awesome list. NBA 2K 2025, I don't really care about, but Alone in the Dark I do. And I really wanted to buy this game. This was one of those games that had a very, very bad collector edition. And I feel like it turned me and a lot of other people off by how bad it was. But I love the Alone in the Dark series. I played the free beta that they had. It was like a little demo, just kind of introducing you back to the world. And it's got those old school Resident Evil over the shoulder vibes. So I'm super, super excited for that. They're also going to give us Destiny 2 The Final Shape, which, I mean, love or hate Destiny. And lately I've been dumping on them pretty hard, especially with Marathon. Like, Destiny's fun, especially when I'm not paying for it. And I'm in the mood. I'll stream some Destiny with you guys. We'll check out the Final Shape DLC. And then they're also releasing Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. No idea what that is, but if it warrants a review, well, we'll check it out. And the nice thing is, just like on all the other PlayStation Plus games and the streaming games, they do usually make their way over to the PlayStation Portal, which is really, really cool. Speaking of that, they are opening up the vault for premium and extra members on PlayStation Plus with Skull and Bones, a game that absolutely nobody wants. But more Destiny goodness, this time with the Legacy Collection. So seems like by now through PlayStation, I have everything Destiny 2 related. I can go back with my Defender, Titan, and just beat through the content, do the missions, and probably skip the raids. But it'll be fun to check that out. Nice nod here, Grand Theft Auto 3. Man, that's a blast from the past. But streaming that on the Portal for half an hour, running around with Clyde, that's going to be tons of fun. I'm really looking forward to that as well. And then even cooler, they're bringing back Myst and Riven. Wow, talk about a blast from the past. I'm excited to play both of those again. I don't know how that's going to work with a controller. I assume you're using your analog stick as the cursor. I'm not quite sure. But anyways, lots of good stuff coming and then some game trials. But I think what a lot of people are excited about with Days of Play is the deals. That's what Days of Play has always been about, is getting more content to gamers at a reduced price for people who are trying to get an entry point into the PlayStation ecosphere. It's a great time to jump in. I actually bought my PlayStation VR on Days of Play many, many years ago. I got a really good deal on it. And who knows, maybe I'll buy it on VR again this year. They're offering discounts on the PlayStation 5 console, which is a pretty generous savings with the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 bundle, which is kind of nice. So if you're interested in picking that up, well, there you go. If you don't have a PlayStation yet, pretty nice savings there. They're also going to be offering discounts on games and accessories, $50 off the PlayStation VR Horizon Call of the Mountain bundle, $30 off the headset, $30 off an Edge controller, $20 off the Access controller, $20 off a DualSense controller, and then they're going to do various game discounts as well. We'll see how great those are. I am curious about the Lego Horizon Adventures. That was a game I was interested in. Didn't sell as well as it wanted to, so that might be on a deep discount. I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to wait and see. They're also going to be offering exclusive offers on some of their merchandise, like the Shapes of Play, the console covers, external hard drives, and more. So basically, if you're ordering through the direct.playstation.com website, you can expect probably some decent deals. The nice thing is on State of Play, or Days of Play rather, all the other big box stores will match this. And I loved going to E3 years and years ago, back when E3 was a thing, and going and checking it out, and going to the convention, and then going and seeing that Days of Play was going on, and then going to the local Best Buy in Anaheim and walking around and seeing all of the stuff like laid out on card tables. Like as soon as you walked in the store, they were selling controllers and consoles, and they were giving away like little stickers, and that, like, it's just such a fun vibe. I don't know, it's just really, really cool. So they're going to have that as well on the website. I went at the website earlier, and unfortunately it's not live yet. So we'll have to wait and see if any of this, what goes on sale. I'm looking at this and reminded of how pissed off I am that the Ghost of Yotai Collector Edition is $250. That's not good. I don't like that. And then Death Stranding, $229. I don't know if the newest stuff will be on sale. Typically, Days of Play is for some of the older stuff, but who knows? Maybe they've learned their lesson. I doubt it. The one thing, though, I do, if nothing else, I recommend you take advantage of is checking out the discounts on the PlayStation Plus memberships. Typically, they do about 30 to 45% off. This time they're doing 33% off on memberships. If you already have a membership, you can save on the remainder of your membership if you upgrade. Now, if you're in the boat like me and you've already paid for the full year at the highest tier, I don't know if there's anything for us. Last year, people were finding ways to renew their subscription at a discount. Sometimes you get a code in the mail. It never worked for me. I don't know. I'll try it again this year. I would love to buy PlayStation Plus at a discount. Really, the only way I feel like at this point I can honestly make it work is if I let my PlayStation lapse, which is in January, and then I let it lapse, and then I buy it again starting in Days of Play to get the discount. Because if you're like me and you're on an off cycle, I feel like you're kind of stuck. I don't know if that's true. You can comment below and let me know if there's some like secret tip or trick that I'm not aware of. But if you don't have the latest and greatest PlayStation Plus, I think they're really opening the vault. Like we looked at the games they're giving out here, all these Destiny games and everything. If you're interested in jumping into the highest subscription tier, probably a good time to do so. So definitely take advantage of that. They're also doing a discount on movies through the PlayStation Sony Pictures Core. I don't really talk about this. I'm not much of a movie guy, but they do offer, as part of the PlayStation Plus membership, access to Sony Pictures Core. The movies on there kind of suck, honestly. But it seems like maybe they're going to try to reinvigorate that a little bit by giving a discount on some of the movies, as well as flash sales dropping every few days. Like I said, things are going to change. So some of these movies out now might not be on sale as soon as the sale drops. but in a couple days they'll go live. So stay tuned for that as well. And then lastly, they're doing a massive discount on hundreds of digital games and add-ons through the PlayStation Store, which again, I don't think is live. So yeah, I click on the link and it just takes me right back to the same blog post. So we're going to be, oh, actually, no, this is a different blog post. I lied. Okay. Enjoy discounts on numerous PlayStation games. They don't have the discount listed here, do they? Maybe on a few of them. Let's see. Call of Duty Black Ops is 45% off. WWE is 30% off. Astrobot 17% off. Last of Us Remastered 20% off. Yeah, and there are many more when a dedicated promotion page goes live. Again, so we're going to have to wait and see, and then they have a list of the usual suspects of the games. There are a ton of them. You'll probably find something in here you like. I'm sure there's a game that maybe was on your wish list that will most likely pop tonight at midnight to tell you that it is discounted. So make sure, I mean, this is a lot of games, guys, and there's a lot of them in here. So yeah, really, really good time. I'm really, really excited for this event. And like I said, if anything warrants an upgrade later on in like a week or so, as we're getting ready to wrap up, maybe I'll do a best of some of the sales or some of the things you might want to partake in. I'm usually good for 3 or 4 games during this event. We'll see if the streak continues, much to probably the dismay of my wife, as I spend way too much money on video games. But what I will do is I'm going to post a link to all of this in the description box below. While you're down there, subscribe to the channel. I would greatly, greatly appreciate all of your support. And yeah, that'll wrap up today's video. So thanks for watching. We are like a week and a half away from Nintendo Switch. So I can't wait. I have so much Switch content coming out. I'm going to have some more gameplay footage coming out, some more gameplay for you guys, playing some Balatro, playing some more Hearthstone, playing the new Monster Hunter stuff, probably checking out Destiny here in the next week when the game goes live. So stay tuned for some of those gameplay videos, and that'll wrap it up. Until next time, I will see you guys on the Rainbow Road. Take care. Bye-bye.